Right, hold on 1 second, everybody. Let me just try and sort out how zoomed in or not I am. Right, I think we'll go with there. Right, hello everybody. Bear with me while I get everything sorted out. Hi Bear in Southeast Ireland, how's it over there? Is everything okay over there? Hi Suze in New Zealand. Hi Steffi in France. That's good to see you. We'll just wait a little bit for everyone else to join us. Oh, let me just angle this a bit better so we can actually see what's going on. There we go. There. That will do. Hopefully you can hear me all. Hi, Lois in Florida and Teresa in Virginia. You guys in America, how many of you have been hit by this snow bomb cyclone thing that's happened? Let me know how you're all doing. Lois in Florida, because I know Florida was supposed to be having colder temperatures than normal. So how are you guys getting on? I presume you haven't seen any snow. And Teresa as well. Have you had any snow near you? Been watching it on the news thinking, oh my goodness, I feel sorry for you guys. I like snow and all, but that was a lot of snow. Hi Louise. Hi Shelley as well. We'll just wait for a few more to join. Yeah, we'll wait for a few more to join. And then we will make a start. Apologies if my ring light is reflecting a bit. Obviously I've got to have it on because it's dark here. Because it's 7 o'clock. So, yeah. No snow, just cold for the past week. Yeah, freezing, yeah, I bet. What's the lowest you normally get in winter, Lois? Is it like, do you normally get minus numbers or do you normally stay in the positives? Because I know Florida's usually quite nice, isn't it? Thank you, Suze. Well, this paper this is actually a pad that I mentioned in my last week in my live stream, but I thought I'd use it again today and properly go for it. Bling Bling Crafter, you're going to watch it on the big TV. That sounds like a good plan. North Florida is 55. Okay, I don't know what that is in C. That's Fahrenheit, isn't it? I'm not sure what 55 is in centigrade. I'll have to look that up after. Yeah, I'm not sure what that is. Good evening from Kent. Hi Zinnia. Hi Kobe. Really below 32. Wow. Okay. Cool. Oh, that's a good idea, Shelley. That's a good idea. Hi Donna. Welcome for the first time. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Steffi. Yes, I'm not that I don't usually use blue, but I like this because it's like an ink spot type paper. So I'm going to show you in a minute. Hi Ellen. But you got lovely weather over in Sydney, I'm sure. Nice and warm. So I shall quickly show you through this paper. Some of it I've used already. So it's called Feeling, and this is from Coca Rosa Studio. And so again, don't forget to use my code. You can either use ICED20, which will get you 20% off, or you can use MAS, which means you buy 3, get 1 free. So basically I get 4 products for the price of 3, basically. And they sent me this paper pack, which I was quite excited about because it's one I've seen on their site, but I've never obviously ordered anything. And it's beautiful. Look at this. So it hasn't actually got foiling on it, but it kind of looks like it should have foiling on it. So but I've realised that if you put gold matte behind it, it almost makes the gold pop. So this is this one, and then we've also got this teal, and there's this one. These are beautiful. I'm going to have a look at some of your comments in a minute. Just going to quickly show you these papers. We've got 2, so you get 2 of each design, and then this kind of bluey one. And if you wanted to, you could actually foil these up a little bit or glitter them up a little bit. And then there's that one. You've got 2 of those. I love that one. That's well nice. And then this one that I've already used part of that one. And there's this one. It's like a teal and pink. This is rather nice because you've almost got like a textured rose gold going on there. which is really quite cool. This is the one I'm using today. I just thought the blue and the gold was really quite nice. And then you've got one that's kind of red and peach. And then this very subtle one. But again, I quite like that because your eyes almost tell you that's foiled, even though it's not. And then that's just my offcuts. So yeah, really nice pad. And they're good weight of papers as well. They're not flimsy. They're about a 160, I think. Yeah, 160 GSM. I also like the fact they're matte. They're like a matte. They're not like a shiny. Sometimes you get cheap papers you can get, and they're thin, they're shiny. But these are none of those things. They're actually very decent quality. I'm very impressed with them. Very impressed. So this is called Feeling, this paper pad. Scrapbooking by Panalisa. So yeah, so I thought we'd have a go with the blue. So I thought also we would use one of the dies that they sent me last time round, which is a Happy New Year die. This is the die. So this is the one. And so you can cut it out of a piece of paper. So what I've done is I've actually cut out a blue sparkle card from Paper Mill Direct. I made sure I covered the back of it with like double-sided tape first. So you know how well you can see that because of the reflection. But I've cut it out of that, and then the blue bit, which obviously is cut out, I've then stuck onto a white piece, which I'll use on another card. So it's really good because you can use, obviously, you know, you get two for the price of one sort of thing. So all these little bits that you actually pop out, you can use. And I think it is actually designed. I feel like it's designed to be like I've done with the blue. I feel like it's designed to be you cut it out and then have something behind it, or you have you could have acetate. I actually did one, and I haven't finished making it yet. This, which was going to be a shaker card. So yeah, you can do what you want really. But yeah, so that's the die we're going to be using, and then I can use that another time. Let me quickly check the comments. I missed the hi Robin, Sunshine Coast Australia, that sounds very nice. Teresa, this weekend will be in 60 degrees, nice. 6 degrees, oh my god, that's Fahrenheit, isn't it? So I don't know what that is. Fahrenheit is minus 32. What? My goodness, Lois. Minus 32. Wowzers. Oh no, sorry, 55 minus 32. Okay, so 12 degrees. I'll say minus 50. What? 12 degrees. Okay, yeah. Yeah, 12 degrees. That's warmer than we've got here. Thank you, Louise. Yes, it is. It's beautiful papers. Beautiful papers. Hi, Connie in New Mexico. Teresa, you saw the papers on AliExpress. Yeah, they're nice papers. 32 degrees is naught. Yeah, that's sort of what we've been having. It's warmed up a bit now. It's about 6 here. Hi, Angela from North Wales. Hi, Jackie. No, they're not very expensive. Yes, Louise, you do need that die. Just make sure you use my code, and then you get some money off. Sorry, yes, Lois, that's a formula. I know I got it. I'm still not 100%. I'm not really with it. I almost didn't do this live stream, but because you guys voted and most of you wanted to do a live stream, I thought I will do one. But you have to bear with me if I cough at any point or don't make sense because my brain is still not with it. So yeah. Hi, Gonnie. Right, so yeah. So let's make a start. Now I've stuck quite a few things down because I knew my brain wasn't together. I thought let me get as much sort of prepped as I possibly can. So I haven't actually made this card fully. I've only done a sample of it, which I can't show you because I've gone and stuck it to the back of my notepad. But anyway, we'll make it up and you'll see what I mean as we go along. Now I've deliberately chosen a light coloured base card in the hope that you can see where I'm scoring. So let's get the scoreboard out and see what we can do. So this is a shutter card. So with it being a shutter card, you always end up with those bits where you kind of have to score a little bit and then you have to take it off and cut a little bit. Okay, so we'll remember that in a moment. So the only score, so basically this sheet of card is 6 by 12. Okay, if you haven't got 12-inch card, you've only got like A4, then you can still do it. All you need to do is that when you get to making your end piece, basically will end up slightly shorter. That's all. So if you go for 6 inches by the length of an A4, then you can work it out. You just, this bit here will just not be as wide. Yeah, and it makes the footprint is 6 by 6, so it basically fits in an envelope for a 6 by 6 card. Okay, so what you want to do, the first score line is at 1 inch. Now you're only going to score, you're not going to score all the way top to bottom, you're going to score 1 inch down. So I'm just going to bring this in very carefully, guesstimate where 1 inch, and you're going to take it down to like 1 inch below the bottom. So you're going to have a 1 inch border basically all the way around here. Now this is kind of back to front because obviously my measurements go from right to left, not from left to right. So just bear that in mind. So I'm just going to score down there roughly where, I mean if it goes over it doesn't matter too much. And then you're also going to score at 2 inches and do exactly the same again. So come in 1 inch, go down and stop 1 inch short. Okay. Then you want to score at 6, and this time you're going to score at the top down 1 inch, and then you also want to score the bottom up 1 inch. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just take this off, put this back in again, and then come up here and just score up 1 inch, roughly, about there. Okay, now you probably can't see my score lines at the moment, but you will be able to in a minute. And then at 7 inches, we're going to score. And again, we're going to do what we did here. We're just going to score the middle portion, not the top and bottom. So I'm going to bring this down, stop about 1 inch down, and then press and score until you're kind of 1 inch up. I mean, I've gone over a bit there, but you'll see in a minute when I cut, you'll see where my score lines are. And then you want to score at 9, and the 9 inch one is all the way top to bottom. Okay, so you've got a few weird things there. So now I'm going to get my trimmer out, and I'm going to use this trimmer. Hopefully it will cut properly and won't go rough. So what we want to do is we're going to score, we want to cut in, so 1 inch in, and you're going to cut from the first score line down to this score line here, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4th, as it were. So I'm going to cut it, and then hopefully you will see in a moment. I was hoping you'd be able to see my card a bit better, but it doesn't look like you can. So if you can see that. So I've got the way we scored it. This was our this was our first score line here at 1 inch. That was our second at 2 inch. So I've gone from that first one, past the second one, all the way to the third middle one, if you see what I mean. And so I don't know if you can see them. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the other one, which again is 1 inch in. And then when I score them, I fold them all. Hopefully it'll make a bit more sense. Because it's quite difficult to see. It doesn't help because obviously it's artificial lighting as well. Right, so let's go from here. And we're going to go all the way up here to there, like that. Okay. Right, let me move this out of the way. And then hopefully you're going to see what I'm doing. Right, I'm going to turn it around because you want your big bit here. Okay, so you want this bit, the widest bit, all the way, top to bottom, is going to be on the right. So we have one score line here, which is your 1 inch one, and that's going to be a mountain. So we're just going to bring it in and fold it like a mountain, like that. I'm not going to crease the top and bottom though. And then this one's going to be a valley. You just have to kind of don't properly fold it yet, just kind of show it kind of where you want it to be. There we go. And then this one here is a mountain at the top, and the bottom's a mountain too, and this one here is a mountain. Okay, so can you see where we're going with this? So hopefully now you can kind of see where I was scoring and where I was cutting. Can you see that? Okay. So obviously we had it the way around, and then this one's a valley. And with this one we can do a proper good burnish on it. There we go, like that. Okay, so hopefully you can see that. So now what we're going to do is we can go ahead and properly fold it kind of flat and burnish it properly. So let me just go through those score lines again so it kind of makes more sense now I've done it. So you're coming along 1 inch, but you're only scoring 1 inch down from the top, down that middle section till you get 1 inch from the bottom. Okay, then the same at 2 inches, you're coming down from the top, and then you just literally score in that middle section. So you're leaving an inch border top and bottom. And then at this one, which is the 6-inch line, you then just score in the top and the bottom, and then the 7-inch line is just the middle, and then the 9 inches all the way along. Hi, is it Dimfy? Dimfy from the Netherlands. Hello, we've got a couple of people from the Netherlands, so it's good to have you with us. Yes, we're just doing a 6x6 window shutter card. That's what we're doing now. Okay, and then so what I was saying about with the A4. So if you're using A4, then obviously this bit here will not be 3 inches. It'll be 2 3/4 approximately. So you would just need to adjust your matte and your pattern panel on this side if you're using A4 length. But otherwise, just do a 12 by 12. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to fold it down like this and burnish it. So it's relatively easy. It's just getting those score lines in, really. That's the tricky bit. Let me turn this over. But it's not too bad. I think once you've got the once you've seen it. So can you see that? So that is what it looks like. Hi, Catherine in Vancouver. How is it in Vancouver? Is it nice and cold and snowy and horrible over there? Because I have a feeling it might be. I've actually got relatives in Vancouver, not in Vancouver, in Canada, and I'm not sure whereabouts they are, but yeah, I did wonder whether you guys have been hit by this snowy weather. Right, so then you are going to need, if you are using a 6x12 piece, you are going to need, now before I tell you the measurements, I've gone with an 1/8 border, like an 1/8 smaller than what you'd need instead of a 1/4 inch, just because these little strips here end up being ridiculously small otherwise. So I just went with a smaller border than I would normally do. So with that being so, you need a matte piece that is, she says, looking at her notes, a matte piece that's 2 7/8 by 5 7/8, and a pattern that is 2 3/4 by 5 3/4, and that is going to go there like that. Okay, this bit here I'm not going to put any pattern on. You can if you want to, but I thought I'd leave that bit plain, and I'm also leaving that bit plain because they're kind of like the sides. And then you just need some strips. So you need 2 long strips that are 7/8 by 5 7/8, that's for the matte, and 2 pattern pieces that are 3/4 by 5 3/4, and they're going to be going there and there. And then you need 1 piece for here, and you need 1 matte which is 7/8 by 3 7/8, and 1 pattern that is 3/4 by 3 3/4. Catherine, 9 degrees Celsius. Oh, and raining. Okay, cool. I know I like the colours too, Zinnia. I really do. I wouldn't normally go for blue, but I was looking through and the blue just kept popping out. I was like, no, I need to go for blue. So yes, I'm going to go through and stick these down. Yeah, I really like the blue. The blue is really nice. I think with that gold, it just really pops. And this was a cheap pad from the works. I always use, you've seen me use these time and time again. So useful. My Swindon ladies blessed me with them. Hi, Terazona. Is it Terazona? Is that your name? That's a very nice name if it is. In Ohio. Have you had any snow in Ohio? I'm trying to work out who's had snow and who hasn't, because obviously on the news they make it sound like the whole of America is absolutely blanketed with snow, but obviously that's not the case. So yeah, let me know if you're in America or anywhere really. Have you got snow? Did you have a white Christmas? Did you want a white Christmas, or was it too white? That's what I want to know. Right, where's my little, I need my little pokey tool thing. There it is. It's a pin. So let me know in the comments, and also let me know in the comments what you got for Christmas that you wanted to get, what if you got anything crafty. Yeah, let me know in the comments how your Christmas was. What did you do? Yes, Jackie, I did say my Swindon lady. So basically I used to demo, and I used to demo in Swindon, and I had a couple of ladies used to come to my demos all the time, and they were so lovely, and they every time they used to kind of have a bit of a clear out, they'd send all their stuff my way. So at the time I didn't really have a great deal of stuff, but because of them I now have so much, and I've ended up, you know, blessing all my craft class with it. There's a little charity near me called the Craft Barn. I've ended up sending quite a lot of stuff that way as well to them to help them out. So yeah, my Swindon ladies. Hi Linda, no snow in South Carolina, but the coldest Christmas in decades. Okay, yeah, so you got the cold, but you didn't get any snow. Yeah, because I know, I heard it was like minus, I don't know, ridiculous down there. Like, oh, it was like minus 40 and stuff, wasn't it? Jackie, you live in a town near Swindon. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I used to do demos at the range in Swindon, you see, and that's how I met them. And she's actually one of them, Angela. She's a Stampin' Up, well, she was a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I don't know if she is. And her friend Chris, she was lovely as well. The two of them used to come regularly to my demos. And they'd be there all day, and literally would sit there and we'd all chat. It was great. It was really good. So yeah, I got given a lot of stuff from them. Fantastic. Loads of really useful things. So a lot of the products you see me using, if they're not stuff I've been given, then you know, from like Coca Rosa or whatever, then I can guarantee you they'll be from the Swindon ladies. I can guarantee you. Yeah. Yeah, so let me know how your Christmases went, and if you got anything interesting for Christmas, anything crafty. Anybody get any big crafty things that they've been wanting for ages? It's bitterly cold, Arizona, minus 38. Oh my goodness, gusts of wind up to 68 miles an hour. Oh my goodness gracious me. I don't think I'd fancy that. I like snow, but I don't think I fancy minus 38. That is unbelievably cold. I hope you're staying inside, and I hope you're staying warm. And I presume you've still got power, the fact you're watching me. So that's good. Thank you, Angela. Yes, they are beautiful papers. Really beautiful. These are from Coca Rosa Studio. And it's called Feeling. It's this pack here. It's like an ink spot pack. Really beautiful. So, yeah. Yeah, yes, Louise. Well, the reason why I mention them all the time is because they've literally, as I said, I literally had to buy new shelving because of the amount of stuff they've given me. Because prior to them giving me all the stuff they gave me, I literally only had a section on this side of my craft room. I literally had a drawers, a cupboard, and an IKEA shelf unit, and that was it. And then because of the amount of things that they gave me, that's when I've had to do a whole wall on this side of my craft room, my right hand side. You know, just I've had to use that, and obviously with work as well, but mainly from them, I have to say. So by the end of the week it will be in the 50s. What, positive 50s to Arizona, or negative 50s? Lois, your entire family gathered in Atlanta, Georgia with my son's family for Christmas. We left Monday morning just before the snowflakes hit them. Yeah, I bet you're happy to be in in Florida. I think I'd rather be in Florida, to be fair. I have to say, that is a bit too cold. Hi Linda in the West Midlands. Oh, it'll be interesting to know where you are in the West Midlands. I'm also in the West Midlands. Oh, congratulations, Lois. Congratulations. That's good news. Fabulous. Oh, that's good. It's nice to have a bit of good news. That's wonderful. So yeah, let me know again if you got anything crafty for your Christmas. Any surprises? Anything you had on your list you were hoping for and actually managed to get? Oh, Stourbridge, Linda. You're not far from me at all then. I'm in Erdington. So about 45 minutes away. Right, let me stick this piece down here. Like that. Right. I do like this paper. It's very nice. Very nice. Okay, so there we go. So we've stuck down our pattern pieces. You could put something on here if you wanted to. I just didn't want to have to chop it up. Right. Well, no, we'll see how we go with that. Right, so then you need, for the inside, your matte piece, you actually need two of them, because you need one on the back as well, because we're going to write on the back. So you need two pieces that are 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. And then you need one pattern piece that's 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and one white piece that's 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then you're going to stick one onto the other, and then this one is going to go in here, like that. And then this one is going to go on the back here, like that. So go ahead and stick this one down. Yes, Linda, you know where it is. Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, I actually come down to Country Basket sometimes in Stourbridge. You probably know where that is. I used to go there all the time because where I used to work at BT's in Sutton Coldfield, and so I was the visual manager in charge of the window displays, and so we used to we kind of were allowed to do what we wanted to do most of the time. So I used to go to Country Baskets to get my window props and things. Bits and bobs, vases and stuff like that, fake flowers. So yeah, used to come to Stourbridge quite often. Oh my goodness, Lois, 8th and 9th grandbaby. Wow, wow, that's a lot of grandchildren. Right, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this down. Let me know as well what you had for your Christmas dinner, whether you had a nice Christmas dinner, whether you cooked it, whether somebody else cooked it for you. How was your Christmas dinner? How did it go? Did you have any disasters? Anybody burn the turkey? Ours was relatively alright. Ours was quite quiet, so made things a bit easier. Oh, fingers aren't working yet. Oh dear. Come here, Mr. Tape. Yeah, I will, Linda. I will. Hi, Marion. You got papers and a cutting knife for crafting fine. You're a dancing dragonfly. Oh, that sounds nice. Is it one of these fancy, like ornate type ones? It sounds like it is. That sounds very nice. Always good to have crafty gifts. That's what I say. So there we go. So that's that, like that. And I'm going to turn this over, and on the back we're going to stick our other mat and pattern. Now you could stamp on this if you want to. I'm going to leave mine plain because I don't know what I'm going to write on it. I don't really send Happy New Year's cards, but you know, I thought I may as well use my Happy New Year die, and I may as well use these papers as well. So that's what I'm doing, because they're just so nice. I really like that navy and that gold together. It really does go well together. So stick this down. Anybody else have any crafty presents for Christmas? Let me know how you got on. I was also thinking as well with this, you could actually go with a wider border if you want to. It would mean your middle section wouldn't be as big as it is. So if you want a slightly smaller middle section, you could do it. You love the blue colour now. You see, I'm not a big fan of blue, but not for papers. I don't tend to use it very much, but I think it's very nice because it actually looks quite classy. It's not just, it doesn't look like a male paper that's a bit boring. It actually looks quite classy. Oh yes, and you have 2 Christmas days, one day at home and second with friends in Amsterdam. How lovely. Very nice. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, we went to see family yesterday, which was lovely. On Boxing Day. Right, let's put this on here. Also, is there anybody on here now who doesn't have 12 by 12 who wants me to do an A4 version of this using A4 card? Because I can do one if you want me to. So, because I always get asked that question. There you go. So that's pretty much your card. So I actually don't, once this is on, you don't actually need, I don't think you need to put pattern on there. If you want to, you can, but I think because that doesn't have pattern, I don't feel like that needs it. So that's it from the top. So there you go. You're going to buy some Copics. Oh, Santa didn't bring you any. Oh, Santa, what's he playing at? Maybe he got affected by the Royal Mail. Maybe that was the problem. I have to say I've had hardly any Christmas cards this year compared to normal. But again, I think that's because of all the strikes. So thank you, Linda. Thank you, other Linda. Louise, your child bought a gift voucher for your local craft hub. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's very useful, that is. Wow, that's very useful. Fabulous. Thank you, everybody. Yeah, it's really nice. Just a nice. I really like the. I really like this paper. I think it's really nice. It's quite a nice card. So as I said, if you wanted to, you could make these slightly wider. I actually don't mind the inch. I didn't know if the inch was going to be a bit too narrow, but it does then mean that this is nice and big in the middle. That's the thing, you see. Yeah, I'll do an A4 version because I know some of you have A4. Okay. Hi, Matthew in Australia. Hi, Steffi. Do you prepare some projects for the beginning of the new year? I don't. Well, I haven't yet because I've been out of action for a week. Yeah, yesterday was the first time I'd left the house since Monday. So I'm still feeling a bit dizzy. So I haven't really done much crafting at all. So there is I did actually record a video for New Year's Day because I didn't have anything scheduled, but I don't sound very well in it, so you have to forgive me. It's quite a nice project, but I really haven't got the energy, I have to say. Not like the other ones you've seen. Shelley, you expect to get the rest of your cards tomorrow? Yes, I think I will be getting them in the next week or so. I think there'll be a deluge of Christmas cards. Thank you, Marion. Yeah, I love the colour as well. It's great. Yep, I'll do an A4 version. You did a 5x7 card like that. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's sort of a bit like a shutter card, I have to say. Yes, Suze, I have to say, last week I was fading fast in that live stream. And it was when I came off, I realised I had a temperature. And that evening, I think my temperature was like 38.6 or something. Yeah, really wasn't well. I had the shivers, the whole lot. So I could feel myself disappearing during the live stream. And I was rushing to finish before I disappeared onto the floor. So, right, okay, let's yeah, or a 5x7 version. Okay, yeah, let me think about the 5x7. So that's all right, Louise. I feel better than I did. I'm still not with it, but I'm better than I was. Right, so this is where we go off road now. So if you want a 5x7, because I think if I did an A4 is basically what we've just done, except that this bit here is just slightly shorter. A 5x7 you could actually use on an A4. So let's do a 5x7 one because that would also encompass you A4 people, and also it would also encompass, like you were saying, an 8.5 by 11 is the size of your cardstock, Catherine's cardstock. So let's go with the 5x7 version. So we are now going to wing it, and I'm going to make a rough version first, and then we'll make it up into a proper one. So as you can see, this folds down into a 6, so it fits 6x6. Okay. So let me get my scrap card and we'll wing a 5x7 version. So let's just take a piece of card. This is all my scrap cards. So this card pack I don't really like that much, so I use it for making up samples with. Let me just move my tablet over here so I can still see. Hi, what else have we got? Thank you, Teresa. I like showstoppers, as you can probably tell. Who else have we got? Thank you, Terrazone. I'm glad you find them easy to follow. That's good. That's good to know. But I'm not sure what size everything's going to come out on this, so we will give it a whirl, see what happens. So let's move that out of the way. Right. So this is where we start working out, and you can hear all my cogs working. You can hear my brain whirring at this point. Right, where are we up to? Ooh. You like 5x7 more than 6x6? Yes, I do too. Hi, Ulrike in Austria. Oh, I'd love to be in Austria. I've always wanted to come to Austria. Right, let me just turn my page over and I can write down some notes. In fact, let me bring my piece of card in. All right, here we go. We're going to wing it now. Oh, hi, Rita. You're here. That's good. I'm glad you managed to join us. You got to go, Jackie. Okay, that's cool. You catch up later. That's cool. Hi, Steffi. That's all right. You've been on scrapbooking in March. Oh, cool. Nice. Right, so let's say we're going to start with a 7 inches high by, right, well, let's see. Let's have a look. Let's look at this one. So on this one, 6 by 6, we've had to come across 6 inches here. So I think then that, let's have a look. So we've got this. This is how I work out my measurements. Because actually this card here I didn't have any measurements for. I just saw a picture and had to work it out from the picture. So yeah, we'll do the same again here. So if we say that's our, this is going to be our, whatever our end is. Well, this should be 2.5. This is quite mathematical, this is. This here needs to be 2.5. Okay, inches. And then from here to here also needs to be 2 inches. So from here to here, so this one here where it's top and bottom also needs to be 2.5 inches. Okay, like that. And then you want 5 on top of that. So this then needs to be 5 inches here. Okay, hope you're all with me following my maths here. Right, so this needs to come in. If we come in an inch again, I reckon an inch is about right. We need to scroll down here. So that's going to be at 1 inch. Then you need another one at 2 inches. And then you're going to need 2 inches. Then you need another one an inch past this one. So this one here is at 5 inches. Then you need one at 6 inches, which is going to be here. That's going to be there like that. There's going to be a cut along there and a cut along there. And then, mind my head out the way, this will be, so we've got 5, so that's 7.5. So that will be a 7.5 then. And then 7.5 plus 2.5 is 10. So I think it needs to be 7 inches by 10. That's what I think. I only got a C for GCSE maths, so I never knew I was going to need it. And then obviously this is going to be 7 inches this way. Okay. Whew. Proper maths this is. So let me just double check that. So this definitely needs to be 5, because if it's going to end up 5 by 7, because this is 3 and that's 3, which is why that then folds down. And it's only this bit in the middle that's different. So based on that, that's 5, that's 2.5 and 2.5. Yeah, that should work. Okay, so, but then that also then means that this distance here is 4. So that distance there is 4 inches by 7.5. 4 by 5. There we go. Cool. So that's what we need. So that's what I reckon it's going to look like. Okay. So we'll work out mats and layers in a minute. Let's just put that to one side. Right. So I need to choose cardstock as well. I might stick with that ink spot paper. Oh no, I can't because I'm going 7 inches. No, I'll have to go for a different paper then because that's only 6 by 6. That bad. Right. So I need to go 6 by 10. Right. Thank you, Laura. This is why I have to have brain cells, you see, because otherwise my brain's like, do I? It's like when you've got a video that's not loading properly. That's what my brain does if it's not working properly. Right, okay, so let's do it on here first, on as rough, and then we can make a proper one. Choose card and do it properly. Okay, so you're not going to be able to see it very well on here, but anyway. We will do our best. So, where's my thing? There it is. Okay, so what did we say? We said you need to score 1 inch, and it's just the middle. So you're coming down an inch and then pressing down, and you're stopping an inch short of the bottom. Same again at 2 inches. Come down and stop an inch short from the bottom. Then at 5 inches, we're just scoring top, down an inch, and then at bottom, up an inch. Just put that back in. Up an inch there. Then at 6 inches, we're just coming down an inch and then scoring in the middle. And then at 7.5 inches, we are going all the way top to bottom, and then that should be that. And then I've just got to cut and leave that out. You can't hear me, Teresa. I think you must be muted. Can everyone else hear me? Not sure what's happened there. I can hear myself. Let me know if anybody else can't hear me. You can hear me, yeah? Oh, you can hear me. Okay, Teresa, I think it's you then. I think maybe you've accidentally muted yourself. I'm not sure. It's not on my end. So, oh, the volume was down. Okay, that's all right. As long as it's not me. Right, so we're going to go from here to... I can't feel my lines. Here. This one here. Like that. Oh, and then same here. So 1 inch. And we're going to go from... am I supposed to go to there? No, that's my middle one. That's fine. So then we need to go from here to here, like that. There we go. Right, and then you can hear me. Good, I'm glad everyone can hear me. Hooray. It's not very good having a live stream if people can't hear you. Right, let me burnish these. There we go, like that. And then, oh, it's this around. And then we need to go, oh, my leaves are upside down, but anyway, it's only a sample, so it doesn't matter. That one's a mountain, that one's a valley. Just be careful not to fold that top bit. Like that. And then this one's a mountain, like that. And then we fold it all down like this. And hopefully that measures 5 by 7. Hopefully. Right, that's that. Let's turn this over. Like that, and like that. So if you wanted to, you could have it that way around. But I think I prefer it with the little flap on the side. But I think I prefer it flap on the right-hand side. Yeah. So let's just quickly measure that and just make sure that's definitely 5 by 7. I think it is. Let's have a look. Yes. 5 by 7. Cool. So there we go. Right. So let's actually get some paper and make it properly now then. That's all right. Don't worry, Teresa. It happens to all of us. It definitely happens to me anyway. Right. Let me choose my papers. What should we go for? This is the bit that takes all the time, is choosing the papers. Bear with. Oopsie daisy. Knocking things over. Bear with. You talk amongst yourselves, everybody. You prefer, yeah, it's easier to adapt it. Yeah, please talk amongst yourselves while I just choose some paper, because I'm happy to go to the other side of the room to get paper. Right, I'm back. Where are we? Right, I think I'm going to go with this one. I think I'm going to go with this one. Actually, maybe I need to go. I might go with the one I bought at the craft fair recently because I quite like that pad. I'm going to use this pad, I think, because this is a nice one. I like this pad a lot. So, oh no, I've got on there. It's got stuck. Ugh. It's got stuck on the sticky bits. Right. Let's find some. Oh, look at that. I mean, sorry, look at that. Ah, oh, it's so nice. Such a nice pad. I think we're not going to look any further. I think we're just going to go with this. She says looking further. No, we're just going to go with this, I think. Yeah, let's just go with this because it's so beautiful. Oh, can you even begin? Wow. Yep, we're going to use that one. Right, okay. And then while I'm here, it's got little poppy out bits on it. Do I have a nice sentiment to put on the in the middle? Might have to come back for the sentiment later. Right. So if I'm using that, then I need to work out what my mat and base needs to be. So this is the way I work things out, you see. I know it is too beautiful. I know what you mean. I kind of like, but, but I'm just thinking this, although that's like the top and that's the bottom, if you did it as the side, you could use that on the, well, especially actually this way around, this could be on that section here. This bit here could be that, which would look really nice. And then I can just chop bits of this for here. Well, actually bits of this could be at the top actually, because you can obviously turn it round. And then the middle bit could just be a bit out the middle here. So, you know. Right, so let's go with, I think we need a lilac. I think we need like a lilac-y, well, you know, white with a border and go with a lilac base. That might work. Let's have a look. See, and out comes my good old craft sensation. Again, Swindon Ladies block. Let's find a nice kind of lilac colour. It's a bit darker than that goes. Oh, that's almost there. It's funny because that is the right kind of colour. That's not quite the right. That's a bit. It's all right, but that's a better colour. I might use that. Actually, I think I might use that. And then I was wondering about then having a white mat. So let me. Oh, so what I was thinking was, right. Oh yes, yes, that's the one. That is the one. A white mat and a purple base. Happy days. Right. Okay. So let's cut this down to be 7 by 10. 7 by 10. So obviously this is 12 by 12 paper, but you know, it might not be. 7 by 10. So 7 inches by 10 inches. And there we go, 7 by 10. And then we need white. So let's get some white. I'm going to use my really cheap white because it's 210 GSM, but obviously as it's only going to be in matte, I think it, and also I've got all these off-cutty bits, so this sort of thing would be perfect for those strips. And then I just need another piece. Is that big enough? No, not quite. not quite tall enough. Let's quickly find a white. Let's just use one sheet, cut down for the big bit. Okie doke. So we've got a base there. So now our layers are going to need to be, so we write this all out, and then we know where we are. So we're going to need, right, so matte, put matte up here and pattern down here. Excuse my really scruffy writing. So, so we are going to need 2 pieces that are 7/8, we'll go 7/8 again, by 4 7/8. So 2 that are 7/8 by 4 7/8, and the pattern is going to be 2 pieces that are 3/4 by 4 3/4. Then for the little strip here, we need, let's have a look, where are we up to? So this is 5. Oh, that's nice. That's 5. Oh, that's a good measurement. So we need 4 7/8. So again, 7/8 by 4 oh, is that the same? Hang on a second. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Is it the same? That's 4 7/8. So it's the same. So you actually need 3. Ah, that's cool. Okay. So you need 3 pieces that are those measurements. Because all of those actually work out the same. Fascinating. There you go. And then this bit here is 2 1/2, so it's going to be 2 3/8 by, so you need 1. So it's going to be 2 3/8 by 7 6 7/8. As I said, apologies for my horrendous writing. I'm just trying to write them down quickly. So pattern is 2 1/4 by 6 3/4. Then we need, so that's those 3 pieces, and that's done there. And then you need 1 for the middle, which is going to be 4 by 5. So that means 4, that means I need 2 of those actually. 4 would be 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. And so the pattern, you only need 1 pattern because it's on one side, and you need white on the other side. And so that's going to be 3 3/4 by 4 3/4, and the same for this one here. There we go. So that's my workings out. Right, so put that to one side and let's get cutting out. So we're going to need white card, and the strips were 7/8 by 4 7/8. So let's just cut those out. 7/8 by 4 7/8. So there's 7/8, and then we need 4 7/8, which is there. So we need 3 of those. 1, and that's 2, and then we need a third one. In fact, I'm going to cut this one down to 4 7/8 first. Oh no, that's 5 7/8. Don't want 5 7/8. 4 7/8, and then 7/8 wide. So let's do that. So that's 3. So that's our 3 pieces. Then we need a big piece that is, we need 1 piece that is 2 3/8 by 6 7/8. So 2 and what? 2 3/8. 2 3/8, which is there. Got my helpful assistant with me. My son's just come in. 6 7/8. So that's the very skinny bit on the edge. And then we also need 2 pieces for the main section, which are 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. So, oh, he's got a cough. You need to go out of here, Ben. You got a cough. 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. Apologies for my son. He's not well still. That doesn't. Oh, that is right, because that's the bit that goes in the middle. That's the bit that goes in there, and we need 2 of those. So let's get another one of those. That's the next. I need to not get confused with that piece. I don't want that piece there. 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. So 3 7/8 by 4 7/8. There we go. So that's those two. So that's all our matte pieces done. So now I need to do my pattern pieces. Right, so pattern pieces need to be right, we need to go please, thank you. Right, pattern pieces need to be, where are we? So that side bit was, this one here was 2 3/8, wasn't it? So we need 2 1/4. So I'm going to cut this down to 2 1/4. 2 1/4. There we go. So 2 1/4. And we're going for 6 3/4 high. Right, so that's that one. So that is going to go on there, like that. I don't like using such small borders because I feel like it's just so small. But because obviously you've only got an inch there, it just, otherwise you end up with, like, you know, ridiculous. So I could actually use, I could use this piece on my strips. I think I'm going to do that. So my strips need to be 3/4 by 4 3/4. So let's go 4 3/4 and then go 3/4. Okay, I'm going to have to do this way around. 3/4. Right, there's one. Here's another one. Just cutting it out now. Oh, there's 2. And then this one's almost 3/4. Is it actually 3/4? Is it too big? It's a little bit too big. We just, there we go. And that's the third one. So there's those. And so then it's just the pattern bit that's going in the middle there. So I shall choose another piece for that. That's all right, Rita. I shall be, you have to catch up later. Lindy, you like these colours? Yes, it would be good if the card base was white and the mat was purple. Either way round would be good. Yeah. Hi, Ellen. 10 inches of snow, but it's all gone this morning. Wow, okay. Goodness me, that's a lot of snow. Yes, thank you, Rita. You're my hype woman there, telling everyone to put thumbs up. Right, I'm going to stick this down first, and then we're going to come back and sort out that middle section, because I don't know. And we also need to do all our scoring on here, but let me just stick these pattern pieces down so I haven't got so many bits floating around my desk, and then we'll get on to doing our cut and score lines. So let's go ahead and stick this down on here. Such a narrow border. Goodness me. See, wet glue I find a lot easier when you've got such a narrow border. Okay, so that's that one. And then same with this one. Stick this down. Oh, there we go. Feel free to have a chat in the comments section. I'm trying to think what to ask you guys. What's your favourite part of Christmas dinner? There we go. A question for you all. Type your answer in chat, in the comments. What's your favourite part of Christmas dinner? I think mine has to probably be possibly the stuffing, I think. Cornbread dressing. Oh, I've never had that. That sounds interesting. So I don't think I've ever had cornbread. I don't think I have. I'm trying to think, when I went to Texas, did I have it? I might have done, but I was only 13, so I probably was too fussy an eater to be having things like that. Roasties, yes. I like roasties. I could join you in that, Linda. I could join you with the roasties thing. I do like a good, like, chestnut stuffing, or like a pork and apple stuffing, or just an apple stuffing. I do like a good apple stuffing. How about the rest of you? Let me know what your favourite part of Christmas dinner is. And also, pudding wise, do you like Christmas pudding? Because I saw a video of two American guys trying British foods that people have, you know, that us British people have at Christmas. and all of it, lol. And yeah, they tried some Christmas pudding and they absolutely hated it. And I have to say, I would join them in that. I do not like Christmas pudding at all. Give me a Yule log anytime over Christmas pudding. Yeah, don't like Christmas pudding. Is it your favourite part? Really? Oh no, I just don't. It's weird, isn't it? I think it's a bit of a Marmite thing. I think it's one of those things you either love or you hate. And I definitely don't like it. Sweet potato pie. That sounds nice. Oh, hi, Silver Granny. I feel like I haven't seen you for ages. What's your favourite part? Is a special loaded mashed potatoes. Oh, they sound good. Actually, you know what? My niece's husband, he made like loaded mashed potatoes for like mashed potato skins type thing for yesterday's Boxing Day dinner, and they did look rather good. I wasn't feeling wasn't really feeling like eating much, so I didn't have any, but they did look good. Right, I need something in the middle of this. And I'm wondering whether I should be going for pinks or whether I should be going for the other side of this pad, like more of a you know, a nothingy kind of a side. Let me just turn this and see. Oh, it's so nice. These papers are too nice. Plain teal's quite good. And I didn't know if I wanted to go more of a pale. Louise, you had Christmas pudding with your son and you cooked an alternative chocolate and clementine cake. Oh, that sounds nice. Oh my goodness. That sounds really nice. Linda, these papers are... Oh, I might go this one actually. These papers are from Crafter's Companion and they're called The Beginning of Spring. And I think they're relatively new. I'm not sure. I got them when I went to the craft show at the Motorcycle Museum, National Motorcycle Museum, a few weeks ago. So yeah, you're having a second Christmas dinner today, having Christmas tacos. That sounds like a good idea. Broccoli cheese patties and roasted beets. Wow, that sounds amazing. That does sound amazing. I'm going to go with this one, I think. Yeah, that sounds amazing. That does, Silver Granny. I like the idea of Christmas tacos. What do you put in those? I have to say though, I sort of did something similar to that. We had some soft taco pocket things, like little, I don't even know what they were, but yeah, soft taco things. And what I did was I sort of stir fried up what was left over of Christmas dinner. So we didn't have much turkey left over. I stir fried what we had left, and then I put them with some chicken flavoured rice in the soft tacos, and they were quite nice. I was quite impressed. You were there, Linda, but you didn't see them. Yeah. You know what? I don't know whether it might have been the last pad they had. It was kind of towards the back of the show, but not right at the back, kind of more middly, but not very middle. Terrible instructions, but you know what I mean. It's kind of, yeah, kind of not right at the back and not right in the middle, just kind of more back than front, if that makes sense. Right, okay, I'm going to use that one because I think that works nicely. Let's put the tablet back so I can read everybody's comments. Christmas tacos. We've got slow cooked shredded pork shoulder and a festive citrus coleslaw. Wow, now that sounds like a very good idea. I think you might need to share that recipe. That sounds very nice. Wow. Oh, I feel awful putting glue on this side now because that's beautiful. No, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I am doing it. That sounds very nice, I have to say. What was the other thing? Broccoli cheese patties as well. Is that like they come out like a burger almost? Yeah. I'm intrigued. I am intrigued. Sounds very nice. Right, that's that one. Okay, so that's all of our pattern pieces stuck down. So now we need to do our measurements and our scoring and cutting again. And I also need to stamp a greeting on this one as well. Okay, right, so let's get the scoreboard back out again. And get this scored up. So let's get this, turn this round again. Okay, so we need to score at 1 inch, but only an inch down. So from there and an inch shy of the bottom. At 2 inches, again, like an inch down and then shy of an inch at the bottom. And then we need to score at 5 inches at the top, an inch, and at the bottom 5 inches up from the bottom, an inch up from the bottom, roughly up there. And then we need to score at 6 inches, but only the middle, so like there, and then at 7.5. And that is all the scoring. So then we need to get our cutting section out. Okay, and we're going to score at, so we're going to not score, cut. Put this in at 6 inches, bring it in, and then go from there all the way up to there. And then we're going to come down. Oh, it's ripping this paper. So you know what, because it's ripping this paper, I'm going to need to use a cutting mat instead. Can't use my trimmer. I think it really does vary on the paper, to be honest with you. Right, so let's go from, I need to measure an inch down with a pencil. So from here, measure an inch down to here, and then the same with this bit here. From there, measure an inch down to there. Okay, and then we're going to cut between those two lines. I can see my pencil mark, there it is. Okay, so from here all the way along to there, and then I'm going to have to try and rectify that, which is a bit of a problem. I just have to go slightly past it. I'm going to have a bit more of a gap on this side, but anyway, I just can't have an edge like that. Can't have a distressed edge, especially not since I don't want a distressed edge. Like that. There we go. Right. Pop and pop. Just means we're going to have a bit of a gap. But anyway, quite a bit of a gap. But there we go. That's what happens when you use a trimmer that doesn't want to cut that card. Okay, so that's that. Right, so now let's go ahead and fold all our lines again. So we want to go mountain here, we want to go valley here. Also, what plans have you got from for New Year? Have you got any plans for New Year? Anything doing exciting? Anything exciting? Thank you, Louise. Yes, I hope so too. I think it's on the way out now. I think it's on the way out. Right. There we go, like that. And as soon as you've done that, you can then go ahead and squish everything down. Squishy squish and burnish. There we go. Like that. And like that. And then turn this over and do the back. There we go, like that. Okay, so there's your I actually quite like the 5x7 version. Yes, I quite like the 5x7 version. Quite nice. Right, so let's go ahead and stick these down. So that's going to be on there like that. And then these are all dunk, 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 all around there like that. Yes, the 5x7 is good. Yeah, is anybody doing anything for New Year? Got any plans? You meeting up with family or celebrating any other way? Maybe church is doing something, maybe your friends are doing something. Anybody doing anything for New Year? Let me know. Right, let's stick this down on here. Like this. Mind you, for those of you in America, if you've got loads of snow, you're a bit limited as to what you can do, aren't you? You're starting. What are you starting, Louise? Oh, let me just glue this bit down. No plans, Teresa? No. See, if I'm well enough, I'll be going to the church New Year's thing, but I don't know if I'll stay all night. I'll see how much energy I have. There's that one there. And then we've got these. I am liking these papers. I almost didn't buy these papers. Try again. I'm staying in and we'll be watching TV. Fair enough. Sounds feasible. Right, let's put this up here. I mean, I suppose you keep warm, don't you? That's the thing. Sometimes it's too much bother to go out and do anything. Right, let's just stick this one down. Almost done. That's actually going to be sideways. Should I go that way around? No, I think it needs to be this way around. I mean, it's sideways anyway. Whatever happens. Right, so that's that bit there. And then this bit needs to go in the middle, and that's also sideways. Never mind. That's okay. Silver Granny, you usually have a quiet New Year's at home watching Rocking. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, Louise. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, that would be. That it's going to be quite difficult, though, I would imagine. Yeah. Yes, I can imagine that would be quite difficult, and so young as well. Oh, we might be going to watch the fireworks. That sounds like a nice idea. As long, yeah, like you say, as long as the weather's nice. Right, let's stick this down here. Which is a bit tight now because I had to take that section off the top there. There we go, like that. And I'm going to put the white one. Actually, I'm going to, yeah, no, I'm not going to put the white one on just yet. I should do that in a minute. Right, and then I need a greeting in there. So let's find a greeting. Now, I have got some greetings in here. Kind of needs to be portrait, really. What have I got in here? Not a lot. Nothing that really jumps out at me. No. Oh, let's go with a tag. Some little tags in here as well, look. But I'm not sure whether I should use those or not. A lot of these are landscape. So I think we'll have to find a different one. Have a look in my big tub of goodies. Yes, it is for me as well, Louise. It takes me a long time. Now then, what have we got in here? This is my little pre-cut pack of. Ooh, she's got happies. It's not quite the right lilac. Oh, that's annoying. It does go with that though. Could possibly get away with it. Where's birthday? There's birthday. Happy birthday. Don't mind that. It's a bit blank. Oh my goodness, Steffi. Wow. Okay, Silver Granny. Yeah, you go and sort out your slaw. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. You go and sort out your slaw. Your slaw. Right. Pink's too pink. What do we think? Got silver. Maybe the silver. Have a look. Oh, get out of the way. I think that one. I think the silver is where I think I'm going to go. I never use these, and it actually works quite well with this. Yep, I'm going silver. I'm making a decision, and I'm going silver. Oh, yeah, Mickey, it's horrible, isn't it? It's gone through 2 of us and possibly is in the 3rd now. So, yeah. Right, now I would like this to stand up slightly. So I'm thinking I might put a bit of a pin flare on it. That's as long as my pin flare hasn't all thingy bobbed. Let's just put up the little. Oh, there we go. And does this work now? Hopefully it does. Yeah, it does. Hooray. Right, let's just stick some little. Oh, come on, stick on the card. Mr. Glue. There we go. Little blobs everywhere. This is just pin flare glue. Again, I got this at the show. Never had any until now. So it is 3D glue, so you can see my head in the way. It's this one. Let me find it. It's this one. It's a silicone glue, and yeah, it's like a 3D glue. So it kind of is a bit like using foam pads, except for you can obviously, you know, you can decide how high off you want it off the page. And it's great for things like this where you wouldn't be able to use, well, you could use foam pads, but they'll take you a long time to do. And also you'd have to cut them so they're actually fitted. Fitted, is that the right word? Fit. I don't know. My brain's scrambled. Okay, I'm just concentrating, can you tell? Oh, there's concentration going on here. Right, bear with a second while I just glue these last little bits. There we go, like that. And then what I do is I just pop it up a little bit. So there's a bit sticking out like that. And then I'll just let that dry for a little bit and I put the cap on. Right, let's get this. Stick it down. Right. Oh, almost twisted a leaf then. I need to put this flat in order to stick this down. There we go. I'm literally not going to really press it down. I'm just going to touch it so it touches the glue touches the card. I've just noticed there's a little bit that's still in there. But anyway, doesn't matter. Okay, and then I just need to leave that till it dries. If I try and fold this now, I'll squash everything. Just very gently giving it a little pat. There we go, like that. So I'm not going to press that anymore, and I'm also not going to stick the white piece. The white piece will go on the back here, and that'll be the bit you write on. Okay. So there you go. We've managed to do a 6x6 and a 5x7 version in one live stream. Good job, everybody. So yeah, so don't forget, like Rita said, don't forget to hit the like, and don't forget to leave a comment later as well. That all helps. And share it if you want to. Hit the notification button so you never miss a video. If you want to join me as well, join and become a member, you can. So underneath the window it says join, and so in fact I don't know if you can, let me see if I can do this. So here's my tablet. So let me just show you on my tablet in case you're not sure. So on my tablet here, see the little black button there, it says join. So if you hit that join button just there, then that will make you it will take you through and into being a member. And this year I'm actually going to be doing some stuff just for members only, so now is definitely the time to be a member. So I'm going to do some giveaways and a few other bits and bobs. So yeah, it doesn't cost very much at the moment. There'll be different, obviously, tiers. At the moment I've only got one tier of membership, which is £2.99 a month, I think. Yeah, and so that's all I have. But there will be other tiers of membership coming soon, because I'm going to be doing more things, and I'm hoping to do, because I quite often get asked for, do you have a PDF with all the measurements on? So I'm hoping to be doing a thing where if you're a member, you get sent you know, if you choose like one of the higher tiers, obviously it's going to be more expensive because me doing PDFs takes a long time. But there'll be a tier of membership where you can get a PDF every month. Or yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, but at some point with all the measurements of those videos that have happened or whatever. So I'm going to do it somehow. I'm going to work out somehow. Right, let's have a look. Steffi, do you put the measurements under your videos? I do for live streams, but I don't for normal videos. So for normal videos, I put all the measurements up on the screen. But for live streams, because I can't put the measurements up on the screen, I then put them in the description afterwards. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Louise, you don't have that join button. Oh, that's interesting. Are you signed in? That might be why. Are you signed in on your YouTube account? If you sign in, I think you have to actually sign in, and then that join button should appear, hopefully. Yeah, and there's also, if you go to my main page as well, there's a button where you can, if you want to buy me a coffee, you can. So if I go on to iced images and on, where is it? Somewhere. I don't know if it, so there's the join. So if you go onto my main, onto me, under where it says our members, these are all my lovely members, there's a little button there that says join. But there's also somewhere, I don't know if you can't see it, on PC anyway, over here somewhere on this banner, there's a bit where you can buy me a coffee. Is it under community? No, don't know. Somewhere there's a bit where you can actually buy me a coffee and donate. But I'm not sure where that is on here because I saw it before. It's under about. Oh, here we go. So if you click on about, where it says links, buy me a coffee. So with PayPal, you can buy me a coffee. So just there. So yeah. So if you want to do that and help the channel, please do. That would be wonderful. So yeah. So that's let me put that back to there. So that's that. So yeah, go and have a look if you want to do that and support me. That would be great. It just helps out. It just helps me out a lot. Yeah. So if you're signed in, you should be able to get to it. But yeah, so that's our live stream today. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Yeah, we'll see you all next time. There is a video scheduled for Friday, and there also is one scheduled for New Year's Day as well. So that's good. And then after that, I need to get my thinking cap on and sort out some videos. But yeah, thank you for joining me, everybody. Have a great New Year's. If you're in the snow, then stay safe, stay warm. And we'll see you all probably next Tuesday. Again, I'm not sure what time next Tuesday. Probably in the evening again, I'd imagine, because my son is still off school. So yeah, probably 7 o'clock again. But yeah, we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll put a post up on YouTube, and yeah, let you know, and I'll schedule it if I'm going to do one or not. So yeah, but yeah, thank you for joining me, everybody, and I'll see you all next week, hopefully. Okie doke, I'm going to come off the ceiling now. I'll give you a close up of the cards. There's that one. There's that one. So yeah, Happy New Year. Bye everyone.